Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Nurse Sarah from the Pine Creek Wellness Center. It's so good to have you here with me today. I want to talk about something many of my clients, friends, and even my own parents mention. It's that feeling when you wake up and your mind feels a bit foggy, like it needs a little longer to get going. Or perhaps you've noticed it's a bit harder to drift off to sleep than it used to be. It's not alarming. It's just different. First, let me say this is incredibly common. It's not a sign that something is terribly wrong. It's simply our bodies and brains sending us little signals, asking for a bit of a different kind of care as we move through life. The good news is we don't always need complex solutions or strong medications. Today, I want to share 3 simple, gentle shifts we can make in our daily routine. Think of them not as rules, but as kind invitations to help our brains rest better at night, so we can feel clearer and more vibrant during the day. Part 2. Challenge. Now, the afternoon. Jolt, the sunset rule solution. Let's start with something many of us love, our afternoon cup of coffee or tea. That little 3 p.m. pick-me-up. It feels wonderful in the moment, doesn't it? It helps us get through that last part of the day. We can call this the afternoon jolt. Now, caffeine is a wonderful tool, but as we get older, our bodies process it more slowly. Think of it like this. Your brain at night needs a quiet, calm garage to park in and recharge. That afternoon, coffee is like trying to park a car while the engine is still revving loudly. It takes much longer for everything to quiet down, making it harder to fall into that deep, restorative sleep your brain craves. So what's the gentle solution? I call it the sunset rule. It's simple. Try to enjoy your last caffeinated beverage as the sun is at its highest around noon or 1 p.m. and avoid it as the sun begins to set. But what do you do when that 3 p.m. craving hits? This is a chance to discover new comforting rituals. A warm cup of chamomile tea. It's like a gentle hug in a mug and naturally promotes relaxation. Peppermint tea. It can be wonderfully refreshing and aid digestion without any caffeine. A glass of water with a slice of lemon or cucumber. Sometimes that feeling of sluggishness is actually thirst. This can be surprisingly revitalizing. Maybe you discover you enjoy taking a few minutes to step outside and breathe some fresh air. Or perhaps you find that a handful of nuts gives you that energy boost you were seeking. The beautiful thing about the sunset rule is that it's not about restriction, it's about timing. You're not giving up your morning coffee or that lovely cup with breakfast. You're simply giving your brain the gift of time to settle down naturally as evening approaches. By adopting the sunset rule, you're not giving something up. You're giving your brain a gift, the peace and quiet it needs to do its essential nightly cleanup. So you can wake up feeling genuinely rested, not just artificially stimulated. Part 3. Challenge 2. The information flood digital sundown solution. All right, our second area to explore is what we do in that last hour before bed. For many of us, it involves watching the evening news, scrolling on a tablet, or catching up with family on the computer. I call this the information flood. Our brains are like a library. During the day, they are busy processing new books and information. The hour before sleep is supposed to be the library's closing time, when the staff quietly tidies up and prepares for the next day. The information flood from screens and intense news is like a truck backing up and dumping 100 new noisy books at the door right at closing time. It's chaotic. The blue light from the screens tells our brain it's still daytime, while the often stressful content of the news keeps our minds racing. The kind alternative here is what I like to call the digital sundown. Just like the sun sets outside, we can let our digital world set about an hour before we plan to sleep. This creates a beautiful, peaceful space for activities that calm the mind instead of stimulating it. Read a physical book or magazine. The feel of paper and the lack of blue light is incredibly soothing. Choose something enjoyable, not work-related. Listen to calm music or a relaxing podcast. Let your ears do the work while your eyes rest. Maybe it's classical music, nature sounds, or a gentle story. Work on a simple puzzle or a hobby like knitting. These activities are meditative and help the mind unwind. Your hands stay busy while your thoughts slow down. Have a quiet conversation with a loved one. Connecting with someone you care about is one of the best sleep aids there is. Share your day, your gratitudes, or simply enjoy each other's company. Take a warm bath or shower. The drop in body temperature afterward naturally signals sleepiness. Write in a journal just a few lines about your day or what you're grateful for can help clear mental clutter. Implementing a digital sundown isn't about hiding from the world. It's about curating a peaceful end to your day, signaling to your brain that it's safe to power down, relax, and enter a state of deep healing sleep. Part 4. Challenge 3. the empty tank hydration ritual solution. Our final challenge is one of the most common and most overlooked. It's a simple case of the empty tank not getting enough water throughout the day. Our brain is about 75% water. It's like a very sensitive, high-performance engine that needs good, clean oil to run smoothly. When we're even slightly dehydrated, it's like letting the oil level in that engine run low. Things don't work as well. Connections are slower. And that brain fog we feel is a direct result. We might also feel dizzy or have a slight headache, which can disrupt our comfort and sleep. The solution is to create a simple, easy-to-remember hydration ritual. The goal isn't to force yourself to drink gallons of water, but to weave gentle reminders into your day. Here are some practical, easy-to-implement strategies. The morning glass. Start your day with a full glass of room-temperature water before you even think about coffee. It wakes up your whole system and helps your body recover from the natural dehydration that happens overnight. Get a dedicated bottle. Find a water bottle you actually like looking at and keep it with you. Your goal is simply to finish it by the end of the day. Choose one that feels good in your hands and isn't too heavy. Link it to a habit. Drink a glass of water every time you take a medication, after you brush your teeth, or before each meal. Connecting it to something you already do makes it automatic. Eat your water. Don't forget that foods like cucumber, watermelon, oranges, soups, and herbal teas contribute significantly to your hydrations. A bowl of chicken soup counts. Make it appealing. If plain water feels boring, add a slice of lemon, lime, cucumber, or a few mint leaves. Sometimes we think we're hungry when we're actually thirsty. Pay attention to your body. Notice how you feel when you're well hydrated versus when you're not. Your body is constantly giving you feedback. If you listen, a good hydration ritual is one of the kindest things you can do for your brain. It helps maintain clear thinking, stable energy levels, and can dramatically reduce feelings of fogginess and fatigue both day and night. Part 5. Frank's Story. Summary. I want to tell you about a client of mine, a wonderful retired carpenter named Frank. When he first came to see me, he said, "Sarah, I just feel like my head is full of sawdust in the morning." He was a man of routine, a big coffee at 4 p.m. in his workshop, an hour of news before bed, and he admitted he rarely just drank plain water. He was skeptical, but he agreed to try just one thing. He swapped his 4 p.m. coffee for peppermint tea. A week later, He said he felt a little less restless at night. Encouraged, he decided to try the digital Sundown. Instead of the news, he and his wife started doing a crossword puzzle together. He told me he hadn't realized how much the news was winding him up. The biggest change came when his wife bought him a big, sturdy water bottle to keep in his workshop. Frank started drinking water while he worked on his hobby projects. After a month, Frank came back and told me, with a little smile, "You know, I'm waking up before the alarm now. The sawdust is gone." He didn't become a new person overnight. He just felt more like his old self again. Frank's story shows us the power of these small shifts. So, to recap our 3 kind invitations for better brain health are: the sunset rule. Enjoy caffeine early in the day, giving your brain time to settle as evening approaches. The digital sundown. Create a peaceful screen-free hour before bed where your mind can truly unwind. The hydration ritual. Keep your brain's engine running smoothly with consistent, gentle hydration throughout the day. These aren't dramatic changes. They are small acts of kindness toward yourself that can make a real difference in how clear and rested you feel. Now, I don't want you to feel overwhelmed and try to change everything at once. My invitation to you is this: just pick one. Which of these 3 ideas sounds the most interesting or the easiest for you to try this week? Maybe it's just swapping 1 cup of coffee. Maybe it's turning off the TV 15 minutes earlier tonight. Start small. Be patient with yourself. Remember, you're not trying to fix something that's broken. You're simply fine-tuning something that's already working pretty well. I would love to hear which one you choose. Please feel free to share your choice in the comments below. There is great power and encouragement in knowing we are on this journey together. Maybe your experience will inspire someone else to take that first gentle step. If you try one of these suggestions and it doesn't feel quite right, that's okay too. Our bodies are all different. What matters is that you're listening to yours and treating it with kindness. Please remember, taking care of your health isn't a race or a competition. It's a gentle walk. It's about making small, loving choices for yourself each day. You have so much wisdom and power to influence how you feel. Your body and brain are your faithful partners on this journey, and they respond beautifully to even the smallest acts of kindness. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to change everything overnight. You just need to be willing to try one small kind thing for yourself. Some days will be easier than others, and that's completely normal. What matters is that you keep returning to these gentle practices when you can treating yourself with the same compassion you would show a dear friend. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Be well, be kind to yourself, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.